Hello everyone, so this is Maurya again, and today we are going to talk about the summary of what I have learned till now. So before I start with before I started object oriented programming, I used to write a lot of functions in order to write the code. That makes my code a little bit messy, just like spaghetti, Maggie. So this is what we call spaghetti problem, that my code is getting messy. So the oops help us to organize this messy code into neat and clean boxes that we call objects. So basically, classes are the templates and objects are the real entities. And in the classes, we have attributes and behaviors. Attributes are basically the data types, and behaviors are the functions that we create. And in that, we allow some restrictions on those attributes and methods that are created with the help of access modifiers: public, private, protected. Public is accessed everywhere, private is accessed inside that class only, and if it is protected, then it will be accessed to that class and its derived class. Okay, now let's talk about constructor. So what is constructor? Constructor, I can say constructor is a function that is called whenever I create a object, and it is called only when the object is created. And yeah, this will cover the first part of what object oriented programming is. And in the second part, I will be talking about the four pillars of object oriented programming, which are encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. So encapsulation, we create a capsule of objects and data types and methods in a bundle and wrap it up and allow only the controlled access to the end user or the object. And how can we give that control access? Using the access modifiers and the getters and setters function. The second one is abstraction. Abstraction is like abstraction means hiding something. Na? So we hide the implementation details of the class and implementation details from the object, so the object knows what to do but it does not know how to do. So if I go to the ATM and scan my QR code, my money is debited, so my work is done from my end. But what works internally in that QR code scanner, how my money is debited, I as a user does not have to worry about that now. So this is what abstraction is. The object knows what to do, but it does not knows how to do. The third one is inheritance. So basically, if I get any child, it will inherit some of my properties also. So I will be the parent, the other one will be the child. This is what exactly inheritance is. The child class gets some of the properties from the parent class. Okay. And there are various types of inheritance: single level inheritance, multi level inheritance, multi path inheritance. And in all of this, there is basically a problem that arises, which is commonly known as diamond problem. Let me tell you what it is. So there is a parent class. It its properties get inherited by two other classes, class B, class C. This is class A. And from these two classes, there is another class that gets properties from this class and this class. And now, if this class has to take out some of the properties from the parent class, it has to follow this path and this path, two paths. So there is a bit of confusion and the compiler throws an error. This is what diamond problem is. And the fourth one is polymorphism. Polymorphism is like many forms. So the object or the method behaves differently in different context. So these are basically two types: object method overloading and method overriding. Overriding runtime, riding runtime, and method overloading. In method overloading, there is a class and I create function in it, but the functions that I have created, it have the same name, but the parameters in that function will be different. So this will be object overloading. But when I talk of object overriding, I am overriding something. It means something that is written previously. I am trying to write something on top of it. So there is a compulsion of something related to inheritance. So inheritance is compulsory when I talk of object overriding. And the function signature should be same and the content inside will be differ from based upon the con- based on the things what I have to do. So this will cover my second part. Okay. Now in the third part, I will be talking about the relationships. Yes, relationships of the objects. And basically, there are three types of relationships: association, abstraction, and composition. So, association is like me and my laptop. My laptop is associated with me. But if my laptop get lost or it is stolen or some theft has take it to their home, then also my laptop will survive there. I alone can survive. So both are independent of each other, and there is no any kind of constraint on it that I have to do this thing to that thing. So this is what association is. Now the second one is abstraction. So abstraction is like my college and me. My college has students. If my college gets banned something हो जाता. If my college gets banned somehow, then also I as a student can independently survive. So there is a dependency, has a dependency, but if one dies, then also the other will survive. And such type of dependency or relationship is called association relationship. Now the third one is composition. And in here, let's say this is me, this is this is me, and this is my heart. So my heart is a part of me. It means if I die, heart will also die, or my heart will die, then I will also die. So both are part of each other. If one dies, other will automatically die. So that means there is a very strong connection, relationship between them. Okay, and this covers the third part of my discussion. Now I want to discuss or tell you about three more things. Basically, static keyword. And static keyword basically belongs to the class. Yes, static keywords, or if I write static before a variable or a method, it belongs to that class only, and object has no anything with that. I can access it with the class name. The second thing that I want to talk about is generics. Generics is like a container, single container that has many forms. For example, let's say I have a bag that has a label on it. And if the label says books, the the other person knows that I have to write only the books or put only books in there. Or if I write fruits, then the other person know that I have to put only fruits there. So this is what generics is. One container, but it has many forms. And the third and the last thing that I want to talk about is interfaces. Interfaces are just like a contract that says what to do, but it does not say how to do it. Just like our examination question paper, in my semester or any semester, I get a question paper and I have to write it along with me. All the other person will also write the same question paper. The question paper, the contract is same for everyone, but how I write the answer for that question is different based upon the person to person. So this is what a interface is. Now, before I end this video, I want to take one question, that is why I am not explaining things on whiteboard or something like that, creating diagrams and all. So my answer would be I am trying to improve things one at a time. So basically, I'm focusing on improving my communication skills, like how I speak in English and align my thoughts based on that. So that I can speak fluently the language I'm not comfortable with. So that's why I'm focusing more on that part, and I don't want to bother myself on doing stuffs that I want to do, but I will do it eventually, but I'm not doing it now because I am focusing on one thing at a time. So that's it for today's video. Bye bye.